Anyway, enough of my rant. I like doing rants though anyway because it's my way of expressing my opinion about this herb and the absurdity of how it's been illegal for this long, man. If you're watching and you're smoking, you know what the hell I'm talking about. So anyway, yeah, the movie, there's some funny spots in there, of course, because it's a comedy, and I like Alicia Silverstone, she's funny. Stacey Dash has her moments, and of course there's the stereotypical black girlfriend in the movie that at some points they're speaking the Vonix vernacular. He goes there. You know, it's just like that. So, that movie overall, I thought it was just okay. I mean, all it shows to me is that they want teens not to smoke cannabis. Because at the end of the movie, they just showed that one guy talking about going to a 12-step program and then giving away all of his bongs and stuff, donating them for recycling. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's totally ridiculous. And it just like exposes the whole teen usage of cannabis. They say that there's one argument against legalizing it. If we legalize it completely, then it'll be in the hands of every teen. Kids can get a hold of it. Kids can get a hold of pharmaceutical drugs, pills left out on the table. Teens have been known to take oxycodone or whatever other kind of extremely powerful pharmaceutical drug out there. They'll take it without you knowing it, you know, and it's just insane that we put pharmaceuticals in the same category as cannabis. Cannabis is a herb. Cannabis is a plant that's growing out of the ground. Are these little white pills or whatever colored pills, blue, pink, and yellow with polka dots or whatever the fuck those capsules are, that have life-threatening can have life-threatening effects? You know, what's that about, man? What is that about? It's about them being able to keep businesses in that are promoting, you know, tearing your health down and not helping you figure out what's really wrong, get to the real symptoms of why you feel the way that you do. I think there's a lot of teenagers that could use cannabis if they get the medical cannabis recommendation. I think there's some places that do provide that. I'm not saying all of them. Do your research. Look it up, too. And I'll try to do my best to bring about as much as I can. But I think it's empowering for you to do your own research. I think there's some teens that really do need it. There's teens that have social anxiety. There are teens that are bipolar. There are teens that are depressed because they're trying to live up to the expectations of their parents and what they think that their child should be. And it's like, there's a lot of kids that are into sports. They get injured really bad and severely. Cannabis can help it. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to tell you to go out and, like, get your teens some cannabis, or if you're a teen watching, to go out and grab some cannabis. I'm just saying, my opinion is that this is an herb that's healthy. We've got herbs growing all over the freaking place that are way more detrimental in the hands of little children or babies. You know, what if your baby eats a morning glory flower? The seeds in certain morning glory flowers have psychedelic properties to it. I don't know this from personal experience. A friend of mine told me about it, and I've read about it. So, I mean, there's a lot of other things out there that are readily available and easy to buy that are a lot more, I wouldn't say toxic, but a lot more powerful and a lot more stronger than cannabis is. I've mentioned this before, valerian root is very powerful. My sister, as a teenager, I suffered from insomnia and stress, you know, and social anxiety too. So because of the insomnia, my sister purchased some valerian root. We went to this health food store, Elliot's Market, and yeah, we got it, grabbed it, got some. It smelled like feet. It's stinky. It's really funky. She brewed it up, and it was in a just a regular cup, and it was dark like oil, like crude oil. And I drank it, and it smelled a little funky, but not too bad after it's been boiled. And I was drinking it, just watching television. Next thing I knew, I looked out of the corner of my eye, and I looked straight dead on to my right, and I saw a huge bushel basket of tomatoes floating in the air. I pointed it out to my sister, and she couldn't see it, of course, but I knew it had to do with drinking that cup of valerian tea. Yeah. Yeah, that was something. It didn't scare me. It was just like, wow, this herb is very strong. So that's an example of what I'm saying, is that there's a lot of herbs out there that are readily available, but cannabis is way more benign than that, you know? Unless, you know, I guess there's sometimes when people can, like, eat, like, edibles and have those kind of intense psychic experiences or psychedelic experiences. I did, the first time I tried edibles, which was, well, not the first time, it was like, I started getting into baking edibles, and I think it was maybe it's probably the 5th time I made them. I ate one cookie. It was like a chocolate chip cookie I made, and I make mine from scratch, not from a box. I just like knowing what's going into everything I'm making. So anyway, I made the cookies. I didn't really measure out the dosage. I just kind of, when I make cookies, I just crumble it up in there and just mix it up, and it works just fine, man. But I had 3 cookies, and that was a bad idea. And so I don't know if you guys know what fractals are, but I did. I started seeing them. There's these very geometric shapes, colorful, vibrant. Yeah, and they were coming really fast. I mean, if it wasn't really fast, it'd be okay, but it was coming at me really fast. So what I did to cure that was get in the tub, turned on the tub, and took a nice hot bath. And every time I would see those fractals, I would turn on the water, and the fractal images would go away. And then there was a part of the hallucination where I saw, like, some claymation world, like I was involved with, like, it was bizarre. So yeah, I mean, if you do the edibles are a lot more stronger than smoking herb for sure. So you want to be careful with that, and only eat a little bit at a time, and wait like at least an hour is what I would say before, you know, you think you want to eat more, because it'll sneak up on you for sure. So yeah, thank you for joining me today for Cannabis and Movies. I've really enjoyed so far making this show. I didn't really have a goal of, like, gaining a ton of followers or whatever. It's just about me expressing how I feel about this herb and how beautiful I find it. And I just want people to, like, not judge it based on what Hollywood has to say about it, for sure. So yeah, I told you guys about I'm gonna be doing a video on how I roll a joint with different herbs mixed in with the cannabis, like dried sage in with it and dried spearmint with it. I'm gonna have my husband help me with those videos this coming up few days, tomorrow. So tomorrow and maybe Wednesday. So yeah, it's just hard. I have a little tiny camera that's on a tripod, so I'm kind of limited as what I can do with that. So I think if I have somebody help me out with that, that would be cool, and I can bring those videos for you coming your way. And other than that, if you have any other suggestions, I'm going to make videos regardless of if you have suggestions or not, because I have a lot that I want to express and talk about. So it's kind of like, it's kind of like a cannabis journal, the productive cannabis connoisseur. So yeah, please do subscribe. I'm spitting at you. Please do subscribe. Thank you for watching. Thank you if you want to leave a comment. That's cool, for suggestions. If you want to share this with your friends and family. This is only one person's perspective who partakes in cannabis on a regular basis. So I'm just one opinion, and that's why I emphasize going out there and getting yourself educated about it. Don't rely on one person, for your information about this herb. Get out there and search it yourself, and share with other people and educate and enlighten people. Those that want to be, don't spat up your opinion to people who don't want to hear it. But yeah, those that are curious, let them know. And the more educated you are about it, the better you are able to defend this herb that you appreciate. Alrighty guys, you can also find me on Twitter as well. www.twitter.com/darkmoondoll. And yeah, you'll see me, my art, and more of my videos. So alrighty guys, take care, have a good day. Peace.